Feds TV. Got Fayetteville, NC Zone, Hemi in the building. Right here in Atlanta. Know what I'm saying? What's going on?
No doubt. What it do. Thank y'all for having me.
No doubt, man. Just checking out that new project, Time to Tell. Shit going crazy.
Time to Tell 1, that's my debut project. It's my first project. I got the big homie ranking. That's my dog. Shout out to him. I got him hosting that joint or whatever, and that's what I'm pushing right now. That's what, you know what I mean? I got hit singles on there, Only the Real Drugs, and making a little bit of noise right now. I got this kid from back home named QDH. Shout out to QDH. He probably did like half of the production, and Cash Money AP probably did like half of them. I got my brother Lil Ruger. Shout out Lil Ruger. He did play too. He on there, and Isaac, kid named Isaac Perry, B More from back home. He on there too. He sung on the track on there. So yeah, I kept it. You know what I mean? Kept it hometown. That actual, all my music is, you know what I mean, based off of my life and things that I went through and things that I seen and things that people around me went through. So that track Fed was I wrote it for my uncle. My uncle got 49 years. Yeah, my uncle got 49 years, and my cousin, he went down probably about 10 years ago when he got 16 years. So like, I don't know, the idea just popped in my head, like, you know what I mean? I never been to prison, and I don't plan on going or whatever, but I could speak for other people's situations and speak out to people that's been through those situations, because even though I ain't go through it directly, you know what I'm saying, I still can relate to it. Shout out to the city, man. Like, it's a developing city. It's still a small city. It ain't no Atlanta or Miami, New York. So of course it's not gonna have the same impact as far as music. So no shade to the city and nothing, but I'm just taking my product elsewhere. That's why I'm here in Atlanta trying to work what I got going on. But the city stood behind me and what I had going on. There's a lot of cats out there grinding. Shout out to them, and more luck to them. You got a lot of supporters, but you got a lot of niggas that make it a competition, you know what I mean? Instead of grabbing each other and, you know what I mean, walking together, you got a nigga trying to, you know, I'm the best, kicking the next man down. Like, and then when I come down here, I see all the Atlanta rappers, they got there walking, you know what I mean, shoulder to shoulder with each other. So I think that's another thing. But then I think that also comes from, it's nobody that's on around there. It's not a lot of people that's on opposed to Atlanta. It's 20, 30 niggas that's on. So it's, you know what I mean? Maybe 2 years now. 2 years. Yeah, maybe like 2 years now. It kind of was an overnight thing, man. Like me and my brothers and my gang. I got a label called Dead Play, DPE, Dead Play Entertainment. Like we kind of just like shit just happened overnight. Like we just sitting around laughing, smoking, drinking, and niggas like, yo, nigga, they already treat you like a rapper around the city, and woo, you already got, you know what I mean, so much praise around the city. You need to start rapping. So I was like, what? I went home that night and wrote a fucking song, and we dropped a video on World Star like 3 days later. And that was like 2 years ago, and we just kind of ran with the shit. I feel like I speak for a lot of street niggas and niggas, period, that's been in that situation, especially that's in the streets, or not even in the streets, but they family was a part of the streets, because we lose people early in the streets to death, jail, you know what I mean, etc., whatever. And my father left when my mother had 4 of us by the time she was 21. So and then I couldn't understand, but now once I got old, I'm like, fuck. When I was 21, I can't imagine having 4 fucking kids. And my dad left when I was 6, and my uncle got murdered when I was like 10. My other uncle went to jail when I was 10. He been gone 21 years. He still got like 20 something left. So it was just really me and my brothers. We was forced to raise each other, like, you know what I mean, like. And we learned by trial and error, so you know what I mean. We had to make it do what it do, man. But I shout out my mother and my aunts and a tribe full of women. They did the best they could raising. A woman can't really raise no nigga, but they did the best they could. I got my brother Lil Ruger. He's on Hustle on the tape. Hustle, that's my brother Lil Ruger. He on there, and I got another artist, Cornball, Lil Ruger, and myself. It's us 3 on the label right now, and pretty soon after my project or whatever get going, then I'll be trying to drop a compilation and maybe release their projects or whatever. But we're trying to do it. I'm trying to do it probably like some 50 Cent shit, kick in the door or whatever, and open up the brand, and then I could come with, you know what I mean? It's all business and strategy and marketing and shit. Like I said, just so relatable music, man. Like quality street music, man. Like. And I think I got my own sound, you know what I mean? I don't think I sound like nobody. I might, but I think I got my own sound. Like, you're not gonna get on there and be like, oh, he sound like such and such, or he rapping like such and such. Like, I think I got my own lane, and I rap about various topics that not even a street nigga, but the average nigga could go through on a regular day, you know what I mean? Because I wanted to be relatable to the motherfucker that's getting up going to work or to the motherfucker that's getting up going to the block. I'm gonna tell you from we sleeping on pissy mattresses on the floor to, okay, we done with that. Now we fucking goddamn to come up to we copping pieces to, okay, now we standing on motherfuckers' couches, goddamn spraying Ace of Spade everywhere, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna give you A to Z. I ain't one of those niggas that's just gonna act like I've been rich forever, I've been getting money forever. Nah, because I done been through the worst of the worst, you know what I mean? I actually got volume 2 pretty much finished. I got the big homie ranking on that one too. So I got that one finished just on ice. And shit, I'm working on fucking compilation. I'm working on 3. Like, I just want to just stack my catalog up, man. So whenever my number get called, I'm gonna be ready. That's definitely. But life inspired my music, man. Like, if you don't know me, like you don't know me, I just met y'all today. If you go listen through 1 through 12, me and you having a conversation because you done listen to 1 through 12. You feel me? So I just want to basically. That's my first tape. It's kind of like my introduction to the world. You getting to know who I am. And like you said, I'm going from A to Z, from the struggle to the come up to in between to relationships, females, to relationships with homies that fail, to, you know what I mean, losing people in the streets, to the system, to the graveyard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to be relatable. Like, I wanted to be relatable music. It was more fun at first because it was new. It's like when you get a new bitch, it's fun at first. You know what I mean? That first month, a couple months, or maybe even that first year, it's fun because y'all doing new shit, going new places. So it's kind of like the same thing. It's like it was so much. It was new to the city and to the people around as well. So they, you know what I mean, gravitated to it more woo. But then after so long, it becomes a process and a grind. Now, everybody don't want to stick around for that process and that grind and the, you know what I mean, the ugly stage, I call it. So, you know what I mean, I think I'm going through the ugly stage right now. Like, I'm grinding, I'm back and forth on the road. You know what I mean, I'm out of town doing shows and showcases and back and forth here and just promoing, you know what I mean. So, honestly, I'm going through the ugly stage right now, but it's gonna happen though. Nah, I'm a perfectionist, man. Like, I don't write in the studio. I go to the studio to handle business. That's work. That's work for me. So I ain't gonna get to work and play around. But some people, I won't call it playing around, because some people, they get a vibe in the studio and they write in the studio. But I write at home in my downtime, or when I'm riding or sitting in the driveway or waiting on somebody to come outside. I'm riding down Scarborough Road and I might think of a line or see something and jot it down real quick. That's my writing process or whatever. Like, and then when I get to the studio, I done rehearsed it so many times in my mind and at home or whatever. So when he cut that goddamn mic on, I'm goddamn, you know what I mean? I ain't got to keep retaking it and keep going through it and trying to figure out the next line, because I already done did it so many times, you know what I mean? I'm not opposed to working with nobody, but what I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to ride my own wave and open it up for me and my guys or whatever, because it ain't nothing for me to get a feature with a nigga or a fucking beat, you know what I mean, with the top nigga or whoever. I could have took that route. I can still take that route, but I kind of want to build it up from the ground, you know what I mean? But I mean, yeah, of course I'm not opposed to working with motherfuckers though. I like Metro, London, you know what I mean, Zaytoven and all them boys, and they beats and shit. Even niggas in my city or whatever, I like they work or whatever. And as far as artists, I like a lot of dudes. I listen to a lot of different shit or whatever. So I'm open to that. But that ain't what I'm like going to do. Like clout, I think that's kind of like clout chasing a little bit. Yo, you rocking with your boy Rich Hemi. I'm down in Atlanta right now, rocking with my dogs with Hood Affairs Entertainment. You know what the fuck it is.